Alex Carter's eyes flicked between the countdown clock on the wall and the blinking cursor on his computer screen. 59, 58, 57. His heart pounded in sync with each tick of the timer. Sweat beaded on his forehead, sliding down the bridge of his nose before splattering onto the keyboard. 1 minute. That's all he had. A mere 60 seconds to fix his greatest mistake. His lab, once a beacon of cutting-edge innovation, now looked like the aftermath of an electrical storm. Cables dangled from the ceiling like twisted vines, sparking intermittently. Broken glass crunched underfoot as Alex darted between control panels, his hands moving frenetically over buttons and switches in a futile attempt to regain control. The loop device, he muttered to himself, his voice hoarse from lack of sleep, was supposed to be the next evolution in human history. A chance to correct any mistake, no matter how small. He could still remember the applause, the headlines calling him a genius, the promises of awards and accolades. That was before everything went wrong. Alex glanced at the device that dominated the center of the lab, a metal sphere humming with energy, tendrils of light weaving in and out of its surface like glowing veins. The air around it shimmered, almost as if reality itself was being warped by its presence. This was his creation, his triumph, and now his curse. 42. The first time it worked, Alex had saved a life. A simple test, a small adjustment to the timeline, preventing a car accident just outside his lab. He'd watched through his monitors as time rewound, the car swerving safely away, crisis averted. The thrill was intoxicating. It was power beyond anything he'd ever imagined. But with each use, the world around him began to shift. Subtly at first, a flicker of the lights, a distorted reflection in the glass. But soon it became undeniable. The loops were damaging the fabric of reality, fraying the edges of time and space. Now Alex wasn't sure if he was preventing disasters or creating them. He couldn't remember the last time he'd slept, eaten, or stepped outside the lab. The world beyond these walls felt like a distant memory. Here, in the dim, flickering light, he was alone with his thoughts, his regrets, and something else. The first time he saw it, he'd chalked it up to exhaustion. A shadow in the corner of his eye, fleeting just outside his field of vision. But with each loop it grew more tangible, more real. A figure, shrouded in darkness, just standing there, watching him. He could never quite make out its form, but the feeling of being watched was unmistakable. Alex's fingers hovered over the control panel. His mind screamed at him to stop, to shut down the experiment once and for all. But his hands moved on instinct. He couldn't let it end like this, not when he was so close. If he could just adjust the parameters, find the right variables, maybe he could stabilize the loop. Maybe he could make it work again. But as the seconds ticked away, the figure in the corner grew bolder. Its presence was no longer a shadow, but a looming shape, distorted and flickering like a corrupted file, trying to manifest in the real world. Alex's breath caught in his throat. It had no eyes, but he could feel its gaze, cold and calculating, boring into him. 5. slammed his fist down on the emergency shutdown, but nothing happened. The device whirred louder, the lights in the lab dimming as it drew more power. The figure stepped closer, its form glitching in and out of existence, as if it were tethered to the machine's malfunctioning loops. 1. The lab. Reset. Alex blinked, finding himself back at the beginning of the loop. The countdown clock was once again at 60 seconds, mocking him with its relentless, unchanging rhythm. His stomach twisted. He was trapped. The device wasn't just looping time, it was looping him. Every attempt to fix his mistake only brought him back here, to this moment, to this room. The figure was gone, but its presence lingered, a constant reminder of the dangers lurking in the folds of time. Alex sank to his knees, staring at the device that had once promised to change the world. Now it was a ticking time bomb, and he was its prisoner. Time was no longer his to control. It controlled him.